Hi everyone, New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield coming back to you live today to do our Rivers Fire vlog. I do the vlog on Rivers Fire or self-publishing blog. Basically, I'm creating it into a self-publishing blog, both twofold. One, fans can go back and see what I've done to write the book and how I progressed through it and everything else. And the other piece is that when people need extra tips and advice for self-publishing themselves, because we know our readers are also publishers sometimes and or authors. So I figured why not do it twofold. We do self-publishing on this blog. We talk about marketing, we talk about the story, we talk about how things are going, and just kind of give updates. So today is Friday. I'm trying to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So today is Friday, and so we're going to focus in on. Gotta love that cover. I'm gonna show off that cover for a while because I just love that cover. I think it really, really pops, and I think they did a really good job. And I talked about the cover in the last two vlogs as far as getting it created and getting it made. Now that it's made and is up there, the book's up for a pre-order. I can start doing my marketing, which I've already started doing, and of course, finishing up my writing. I got about a third of everything completed, which is super exciting. And I plan to, over the holiday, get a lot more. I'm hoping by the middle of January, the book will be off for edits. Now, the book's not going to be available until the end of February. So I'm actually really far ahead of schedule as far as getting the book out there and getting it published. So I'm really excited about that. And the writing is going great. It's popping. The characters are popping. The characters are coming alive. And even the minor characters, because it is a bachelorette story, right? So even the minor character, or I'm sorry, bachelor story, even the minor characters who will not find love with River, they're popping too. They're having fun. He's even got a little spy in there. So one character is his spy because she's actually bisexual. She wants to have more of an open relationship, and where they can bring other partners in. And he's like, no, that's not my cup of tea, but I like you. You're going to be a cool friend. And so this character is really fun because she's kind of spying on the other girls and then giving information back to River to let him know if anybody's being disingenuous and things like that. So, in fact, one bachelorette, maybe two, will actually be eliminated because of her advice to him. So she's a lot of fun, and she might get a book in the future because she's just a lot of fun. Sometimes when those characters just make it, interesting and add an extra layer to the story and just really it makes you pop. And so she makes it pop, and I really enjoy having her in the story. And while she's almost being written off because she's not his cup of tea, she's somebody's cup of tea, and so she deserves a romance too, right? So she will probably get one too. I think she's going to get a story. We'll see, because she's fun. So the story's going really well. We do writing sprints on this channel. For anybody who's interested, come and join us. We do writing sprints on this channel every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern. Sorry it's so early for some people, but it's the fact is that I have a toddler, and she's asleep at that time at 6 a.m. here. So she's asleep at that time. And so I can actually like focus in on the writing. But even if you miss the live broadcast, which is, if you can make it, come, because it's a lot of fun interacting with other people who are working on different things, and talking and chatting while we're working, because it's a solitary career as an author. It's you, the paper, and your thoughts for the most part. But those write-ins are so much fun because you're not alone, and there's a lot of other people there. So if you can make it to one of the write-ins live, then please do. But if you can't, check out the replay, because it's still motivating, and it still helps you to feel like you're not alone as you're working through the process. We didn't have one this Thursday. We were up pretty late that Wednesday night, and I couldn't with issues, so I couldn't get up and going for that day, but we will be back on our regularly scheduled Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. Eastern here on this channel. You can catch it either on YouTube or on Facebook, either one, because I live stream to both at the same time. Yeah. So, the writing sprints really help, but I write throughout the week anyways. Every chance I get, if I'm cleaning the house and an idea pops to me about a scene, and that's how I usually work it. If I get stuck, I get up. Some people believe in writer blocks, some people don't, and it's all your cup of tea whether or not you do or don't. But um, when I get stuck, because I think everybody gets stuck once in a while, I'll get up and I'll start cleaning the house or making plans for dinner or doing the budget. Because as a work from home mom, I write, I work, I take care of our daughter, I homeschool our daughter, and I take care of the house, take care of basically everything to kind of support my husband who goes out and works and brings home, the bacon, I guess. Isn't that the saying? I can't remember the old saying that it was like that. But anyways, and as y'all know, I took 3 years off from writing. So really, I haven't really made any kind of, very, very minimal income as a writer for the last 3 years because, yeah, my books have sold over the last 3 years, but I haven't done any marketing. I've been focused on raising our daughter. So, so I do all of that. And so when I get stuck, I go off and do something and figure something for the house or something for the family or, do that kind of thing. And as I'm doing that, and I don't know about you, if you're an author or a writer let me know in the comment section if you're like this, but as I'm doing something, I know multitasking is terrible, but as I'm doing something, I wind up thinking about the scene, and when it finally works through in my brain, when I figure it out, everything clicks. I stop what I'm doing and I run over and I write the scene out and I get it all on paper before I forget. Do you do that as a do you do? Yeah, I didn't say do. Do you do that as an author? Is that something that you do? Is that part of your process? Because I find it's very helpful, and it just keeps me going with forward momentum because sometimes you need to step away and just think it through. Sometimes I'll go, work out the scene in my head, or I'm cleaning the bathroom and I'm talking to myself in the mirror, trying to work out a scene. I know, writers are weird. Check out the writers are weird tag on YouTube. I'll post it here. I mean, this is like that's. I think everybody is a little weird. We all have our own flavor of weird. But when you're working on a book, you really get intense into the story and the character story, and it's partly your creative genius, but also their story needs to be told, and so you got to be true to those characters, especially if you want characters that people just fall in love with, because those characters become real for that time. I mean, after the book's written, you move on and you're onto another character, unless that character wants a trilogy or a series or that kind of thing, which we've all had characters that want that. But so, anyways, long story short, the is coming along great. I will have the first draft completely finished, a clean cut draft, probably by the end of, and rewrites and everything will go into play, and I will have the book off to edits very soon because it's just flowing. I love it when it just flows like that. Yeah, so that's going really good, and the write-ins help. Join mine, join somebody else's. If you'd like a schedule of write-ins from the AuthorTube community, I can see if I can grab a schedule, so that I can post that on here too, so that I can support other AuthorTubers as well as, my channel, and people can go join them, because everybody's got their own style, flair, whatever they do when they're with their write-ins. So maybe you might enjoy working with another author on write-ins too. So, and their timing for their schedule might be better for you. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see if we can get a schedule pulled together, and I can share that schedule. So other than that, that's really what I wanted to chat about. There is one thing I wanted to chat about. I wanted to chat about how Rivers Fire is coming and the process and things like that for the fans who want to know what we go through to write the book. And so I hope I covered that a little bit here. And you saw a little bit of my zaniness. I shared some of my little secrets as far as getting through writer's block. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about to the authors and also the fans who are listening who are curious, but to the authors and the fans who want to know about marketing. Marketing is important. That's one thing about that was the hardest thing I learned as an author. I think um, one of the hard lessons I learned as an author is that you can write the most amazing book. You can have the most amazing book. It is one for the ages. You could put all this time and energy, your heart and soul into this book, which many of us do. Um, but if it doesn't get in front of eyes, it's not going to be seen. It's not going to be bought, and people aren't going to talk about it. It's not going to get word of mouth. So marketing is necessary, essential. And I was traditionally published with a small press when I first started. I'm also self-published, and I can tell you, as a traditional published author with small press, I still had to do my own marketing. Yes, they helped a little bit. They did some stuff, and they introduced me to a lot of concepts. Within once I was within that group, they actually shared different marketing tips and everything. Because if I was successful with my marketing, they would be successful with their business. So it was just it was very smart business plan. Great company, and I'm no longer with them, but it's not for not them being a great company because they were a great company. I just decided that I had the skills and I just would go out on my own. And so, so no matter what, even if you're published with a small press, from my experience, you can tell me if you're published with a small press and you have a different experience. Please do share that in the comment section. I'm sure there's other experiences that you have. Um, you still have to market. You still have to learn that skill. You still have to learn that skill set. The thing that gets me as an author is I don't like to be a spammy marketer. I don't like to spam up my page with all things Rivers Fire, which you'll find if you look at my page, my author page on Facebook, you'll find on my YouTube channel. I don't just put Rivers Fire up here, even though that's my current book and I'm working on that. I want people to go get it and read it. And I want people to read the other two books in the series. Of course I do, because I wrote it. I want people to read it. But the thing is I try not to spam it out. So while I'm writing, while I'm working through the process, I like to put little posts up on my page saying, "Hey, so guys, I'm stuck on this area, and I'm trying to decide a date. So what would you? These are my options. Which one do you like best?" A lot of times, the one that got the most comments or the one that got the most feedback is the one that gets put in the book. So you're actually contributing to the process of writing the book. Even though I came up with these are the process or these are the potential dates, I want to know what you want to read about. And so you're going to tell me, and I'm going to 90% of the time use the one that got the most feedback because it's what you guys want to see. So those kind of things. That's marketing. In the truest sense, it's just marketing, getting the word out about the book, and so it doesn't have to be what I'm saying spammy. It doesn't have to be a spammy marketing piece. It can simply be, hey, I'm working on the scene. Here are my options. What do you think? Hey, I've got a new character I just put in. I want her to. I need a name. What do you think? Then every once in a while, put your book link up. Of course, you want to put your book link up because they want to be able to find it. If they're getting interested in the content and getting interested in the writing process, they're going to be interested in reading the finished product to see what was produced from everything that they've been watching. So if you look at my author page, it's all about helping writers. It's all about connecting with fans. It's all about making that connection between the paranormal and the real world, the supernatural, and there's even mystery on that channel because I write mystery, romance, and paranormal. So those kind of things are in there, but they're not directly related to the book. So I did a video the other day, both on YouTube and Facebook, where I talk about Annabelle the doll, which is a true story that inspired the Annabelle doll movie. And so it has nothing to do with my book, but people who are interested in that will connect to my page. They'll see, oh, this is the kind of stuff I like to read. Then they'll see the connection between the book, if they see the connection between the book, and then they'll go ahead and do that. So you don't have to be, I guess what I'm saying is that you don't have to be spammy with your marketing. when you're an author. And that was one thing that I really struggled with as an author in the beginning. So for those authors that are listening, maybe this will help you. It's not about just throwing the book out there and the link out to the book and the link out to the book. To me, marketing is about creating those relationships with our fans, and that's why I do videos rather than just posting posts. I actually get here live, and I say hi, and when people tune in live, I hi benzene molecule. Oh, I like the name. Hey, so you popped in right on this, right, perfect timing for this video. That was actually perfect timing. So when people comment, I bring them up on the screen, and I bring their comments up on the screen, and I try to connect with people because if you're connecting with me as an author, then you'll see all the work that I put into my books, and you'll maybe appreciate it more, maybe not. It doesn't matter. But the fact is that the connection piece is there, and so it's not. And that's how you get past the whole spammy author thing or spammy marketing thing, because it's not just an author thing; it's marketing. Marketing can be very spammy. But if you want to find a way to market without feeling like you're, being, I don't know any other word but spammy, then do it the soft way that I do, or other authors do, and kind of look at that, kind of look at your favorite authors and what they do, and how their process is, and you'll see they don't just book, book, book. They're like, hey, check this out. Hey, look at this article I found. Hey, this is a funny. Let's talk about this. Hey, let's do the name game. By the way, there's a name game on my channel, my author page today. So hop in there and tell us your name. I think it's the Vampire Slayer name game. Yeah. Okay. So if you're interested in that, let us know your Vampire Slayer name game. So if that helps, I hope it helps. And for people who are wanting to be a self-published, even traditionally published, some traditional published authors need to do their own marketing. So I hope that helps. And also from the perspective of a fan watching, I hope that you can see that's why we market. We market, and we're constantly talking about our books, and we're constantly getting the information out, because we know that there's hundreds, if not thousands, of books published every month. And so if we want to get our book to you, we've got to be seen. So we have to do the marketing. It's just part of the business. It's part of the beast. As an author, a self-published author, you don't just wear an author hat. You wear a ton of other hats. And you have to kind of become a master of many things too, or hire out for that. So you got a choice. So anyways, I hope this helps. This is Rivers Fire's vlog. It's a self-publishing vlog, and I hope you're enjoying coming along with me on this journey. Well, I've got a few people online. If anybody's got any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer some questions for you. Such as me up here talking. If you have a question, concern, something, anything. If not, go ahead and on the replay. I love that cover. If not, on the replay, feel free to ask your questions. I always check back on the replay. I get notifications both on Facebook and YouTube when somebody comments, and I run over there and I try to comment back on those comments. So, or at least let you know I'm reading them by putting a yeah, thanks, thumbs up kind of thing, or a heart. So yeah, so feel free to comment and let me know and ask questions. I'd be more than happy to answer. And today's question of the day is, what kind of questions would you like to see answered on vlog for Rivers Fire and future videos? Because the process is moving really smoothly right now. So I could take some time to go ahead and get some more answers for you guys if you want some specific questions that you're looking for. So let me know. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield signing off. Rivers vlog for today. I'll see you Monday with the vlog. And I got some more stuff coming out, so keep a lookout. And by the way, if you're interested, as a thank you to my supporters, I do have on my YouTube channel a daily tarot motivational reading that I do, and I'm getting ready to do that video right now. So check out my YouTube channel, author Jamie Brumfield, same name. Like and subscribe over there, and that way when new videos are uploaded for the daily tarot motivational reading, you could go ahead and check it out. people like this series, I'll continue it through into 2020. But right now, I'm just scheduled it out for December as a thank you, to show thank you to all my supporters. So check it out. You might get some great motivation there. Thanks so much for tuning in. New York Times bestselling author Jamie Brumfield. You have a fantastic day. Bye, y'all.